will find you. We will find you in your sleep. Sleep. I never sleep. I just wait in the shadows, and I will kill you all. Everyone who sniffed the air that day in Siwa!
This is the first thing you see when you open up your brand new copy of Assassin's Creed Origins. Forget opening credits or cinematic intros of what's to come. Ubisoft needs you to know about their team's ethnic composition and sexual preferences. Whether this was done to virtue signal or meet ESG demands, it didn't inspire confidence that this game would prioritize good gameplay, compelling stories, and historical accuracy. For a game claiming to be inspired by Egyptian history and culture, my expectations that Assassin's Creed Origins would do Egypt any justice were extremely low. While ideology rarely affects gameplay directly, it has a more direct effect on the stories that are told. We've all seen franchises bend over backwards to write stories for a very small audience that lives on the internet and only accounts for a tiny fraction of gamers.
Everything is sexist.
Everything is racist. Everything is homophobic.
Historical facts serve as a minor inconvenience to this ideology, which promotes revisionism towards a sanitized, reverent view of its modern victim class. African history is no exception, and you need not look any further than the catastrophe that was Netflix's Cleopatra. After 80 hours of gameplay, including the main story and all side missions, I can certainly answer a few important questions about Assassin's Creed Origins. Are the game design and gameplay any good? Are the stories compelling and set in an accurate depiction of ancient Egypt? Or are the creators preoccupied with delivering a revisionist adaptation that aligns with their own current-day worldviews? Well, saddle up your camel and let's ride into the sandy desert of ancient Egypt. Assassin's Creed Origins is set in 49 BC and chronicles the life of Bayek, a Medjay who is tasked with protecting his hometown of Siwa. Bayek's life takes a tragic turn when he is abducted by masked men who take his son and threaten to kill him if Bayek doesn't help them open a mysterious vault using an artifact. Bayek's son tries to escape but is killed inadvertently by Bayek, who is beaten and left for dead by the masked men. Bayek survives this encounter and vows to hunt down the men behind this conspiracy.
You have returned.
To right your wrong.
I die my work unfinished. So close, so very close to ushering in the perpetual rule of the strong and virtuous.
His trail of assassinations leads him to Alexandria, where he rendezvous with his wife Aya. After killing his final target, Bayek learns that the conspiracy runs deeper and is referred by Aya to Apollodorus, an aide for Cleopatra. Yes, that Cleopatra. Cleopatra unveils that the men who killed Bayek's son belong to a secret society known as the Order of the Ancients, who seek to control Egypt. Bayek pursues the order and helps Cleopatra secure an alliance with Julius Caesar, thereby facilitating her ascent to the Egyptian throne. As Bayek and Aya successfully rampage through the order to avenge their son, they gradually learn that Cleopatra wasn't entirely honest with them. She, like other aristocrats, is motivated by the pursuit of power and simply used Bayek and Aya to get rid of her opponents. Outcasted by Cleopatra and without the pursuit of vengeance to keep them together, Aya leaves for Rome and her and Bayek begin different chapters of assassins called the Brotherhood. The Brotherhood vow to live in the shadows, keeping corrupt aristocrats in check by all means necessary, and thus they become the legendary Assassin's Creed.
We must move forward, remain in our tempest of blood poetry. Despite it all, we dance, and they die. From darkness we have come, and in darkness we shall stay. Humans are not meant to last forever. But this creed will. The creed is the only immortal thing in the world.
Bayek's story was well written and fits snugly into its time and place. It definitely helps that ancient Egypt in Assassin's Creed is visually stunning. This world is very much alive with human and animal characters, the pristine sand dunes of the Sahara, the impressive Nile Delta, and of course, the iconic Egyptian pyramids. There is no doubt that care was put into crafting a picturesque and immersive depiction of Egypt. In terms of historical accuracy, it's complicated. For the most part, the world is a plausible interpretation of Egyptian history and aesthetics with a few exceptions. Ubisoft went for the Black Nubian Queen interpretation for Cleopatra, which ignores her true Macedonian ancestry. A little revisionism that the more publicized Netflix Cleopatra wasn't lucky enough to get away with.
I remember my grandmother saying to me, I don't care what they tell you in school, Cleopatra was black.
Hold up. Wait a minute.
You see in the trailer, it's like, I don't care what they told you, but Cleopatra was black. Who's that woman? Oh, why is African American people are telling my own history?
Much of the game is clearly an adaptation of mythology overlaid with fictional stories that take creative liberties. The cutscenes after high-profile assassinations are a nice touch, as they ground Bayek directly in Egyptian mythology about the afterlife. Aya is a little bit of a girl boss that goes out of her way to prove Caesar wrong for thinking that a woman couldn't deliver a flare signal across a battlefield. His assumption, while wrong in this case, is neither unreasonable nor surprising for his time. Gotta say, I was pleasantly surprised that the Alphabet creators left their rainbow out of the game, since that would have fit into past and present Egypt as well as a penguin in the Sahara. Imagine them practicing restraint. In terms of gameplay, traversing the terrain is smooth, but the combat takes some getting used to. The game offers several melee and ranged options to fit the preferred gameplay based on the player's preferences for damage, reach, and speed. Assassinations are generally effective and well balanced with combat, something that the following game in the series did less well. However, the movement during combat is pretty crappy for the evasive fighting style that I have been using effectively in other games like The Witcher and God of War. There is also relatively little customization of armor and skills, offering less customization in general than most modern RPGs. Overall, Assassin's Creed was a fun playthrough, only held back by the somewhat clunky combat. It definitely could have done without the unnecessary ideological pandering in the opening, which has nothing to do with the game itself and only served to remind you of the politics of the game developers. Thanks for watching. Did you like Assassin's Creed Origins? What's your favorite Assassin's Creed game? Punch that subscribe button and let me know what you think in the comments down below. You stay tuned and stay cool.
I can't do it. I can't do it!
It's alright, Papa.
No. I will lose you forever.
Not forever. I will be waiting for you in the field of reeds.